morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the presentation. My name is Vijay Patankar, and today's topic is growth mindset. There are four reasons I want you to watch this video until the end. First one, find out why growth mindset is better than fixed mindset. Find out how to eliminate self doubts about learning limitations. Find out how growth mindset can maximize academic potential. And lastly, find out how it can increase earning potential and career growth after your graduation. Growth mindset is a skill that successful people and innovators adopt around the world. It is a time tested methodology that has delivered consistently positive results. Dr. Carol Dweck has done 40 years of research on growth mindset. She's a distinguished professor of psychology at Stanford University. According to her, success is not directly correlated to talent, intelligence, or education. She asserts that success has a great deal to do with growth mindset. There are two types of mindsets: fixed mindset and growth mindset. That's one of her earlier photos. You can find her recent photos on internet. Fixed mindset. Individuals and students who believe in fixed mindset, they believe that an individual's ability to learn and excel is predetermined and no amount of effort can make a huge difference. In other words, if they're getting average grades, they're less prepared to work harder or try new methods because they think this is related to their IQ and not much can be changed. This mindset is detrimental to learning and acts as a huge barrier to academic progress. It can also have a negative impact on career growth, especially when it comes to reskilling. I have a slide on reskilling. I'm going to walk you through some of the key points on reskilling a bit later. The fact of the matter is that research has shown that with effort, patience, and practice, an individual's grades and IQ both can improve. And that's where the growth mindset comes in. People or students who believe in growth mindset, that learning ability is not fixed or encoded in your DNA, like the color of your eyes or hair. Learning abilities and IQ both can improve over time with practice, patience, and effort. Growth mindset creates positive learning experiences and promotes academic success. It will help you to fast track reskilling and foster career success. Research evidence on growth mindset is both consistent and very positive. So at times we do get stuck in a fixed mindset and we need to find ways to move around. I have some simple and useful tips. You may find that interesting. If you find my tips and suggestions useful, please subscribe and press the bell icon. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So, positive learning experiences can help you to move from a fixed mindset to growth mindset. For example, try developing effective reading skills using this technique called SQ3R. Stands for survey, question, read, recite, and review. You can find examples of SQ3R on internet and on Google and also on YouTube. This will help you to increase your reading and comprehension speed. It'll promote deeper understanding of what you have read. Post-evaluation results will convince you that growth mindset does aid in improving your learning skills. So when you try a few methods like this, there are some tips on note taking, some on memory, improving your memory, someone writing skills, you will begin to realize that your IQ is not a fixed entity, and with practice and with learning new techniques and skills, you can improve your learning outcomes, and subsequently, your academic grades will also improve. There are eight benefits of growth mindset. First one, these students enjoy higher self esteem. These students are more resilient. In case they get a lower grade, or they fail a quiz or exam, it doesn't rattle them so much because they know with on the second attempt they're going to be using they will reflect on what didn't go well or why, and they will find out solutions or adopt a more effective learning strategy to overcome that hurdle. The students also welcome constructive criticism. The approach to learning is positive. The focus is not on grades, but rather on learning process. People with growth mindset may be able to reskill faster. The academic journey is also going to be far more fulfilling, and research findings are in favor of growth mindset. As I said earlier, a lot of research around the world in hundreds of countries have been carried out, and consistently it points to the same thing, that students who adopt growth mindsets have shown positive growth, and their grades have also significantly improved. We are constantly reskilling, whether you know it or not. Some 20 years ago, when people had to move from using an analog phone to a digital phone, they had to learn how to use this new gadget. We very recently, our university has moved from Windows 10 to Windows 11, and we have to learn some new features of Windows 11. In the labs and in the library, constantly new versions of softwares are introduced and released, and students have to learn the new features. Microsoft Office also keeps updating their software from time to time, and new features are always added. Again, there's example of how people need to reskill. Another example is people often buy different gadgets, and they have to learn how to use that gadget. For example, this looks like a very complex camera, and you'll have to learn how to use it effectively by reskilling yourself. Reskilling required every 3 to 4 years or sooner. This is coming from Dr. Gary Baker, 1992 Nobel laureate in economics. I'll read his quote. In the 21st century, human capital has become more important because economics, companies, and jobs are increasingly based on knowledge activities rather than physical labor or raw materials. Knowledge and skills that once lasted a lifetime now need to be updated every 3 to 4 years or sooner. According to World Economic Forum's prediction, by 2025, which is not very far away, 50% of the employees will need reskilling. In other words, one out of two people are going to be reskilling themselves in order to keep themselves in a job. If your skills are outdated, the employer will no longer need your services, and your job will be made redundant, or your position will be made redundant, and you're going to lose the job. So we're almost at the end. Let me summarize the key points of growth mindset. Learning experiences for those people who have adopted growth mindset have always been very positive. It's also a prerequisite for academic growth and success. Students who adopt growth mindset, the time they spend on study is far more effective. It helps them to improve their IQ and their academic grades. Also helps them later when they graduate uh, with their career growth. Because as I said earlier, reskilling is going to be now a norm rather than an exception. So every few months or every few years, we'll need to reskill ourselves. That's our next point. Helps you to reskill faster. Okay. I'm almost at the end. Two books that Dr. Dweck has published that you could look up on Amazon, on the internet, if you're interested. We're almost at the end. So I'd like to thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. If you found some suggestions and comments useful, please add some comments on the YouTube channel. That will be of great help and greatly appreciated. I wish to thank you again. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye and stay safe. Bye for now.